When Visceral announced that Dead Space 3 would have co-op, a lot of IGN readers wondered what this meant for the horror of the franchise. Yeah, that's kinda warranted. Dead Space is leaning a little bit away from horror. Obviously, the gross monsters, dark scenery, and brooding, spooky atmosphere are still supposed to give you nightmares, but it's stress that's more important here than scares. Don't let that turn you off, though. The important thing is that you're supposed to feel bad when playing Dead Space, and you can definitely expect Isaac Clarke to get stuck in some seriously unsettling situations. You're going to end up in the kind of harsh, hostile places that necessitate new additions. Dead Space 3 is a series of Isaac not being able to catch a break. His friend Ellie is missing, he crash lands on a frozen ice world with crazy cultists and new necromorphs, and winds up stranded in the wreckage of a flotilla after his own ship explodes in space. Dead Space 3 does a great job of giving you the physical force to deal with its new problems. The most notable new thing here, of course, is John Carver, who plays the part of Player 2 in the co-op campaign. So if you want to play alone, you can let him sit on the sidelines as a supporting character. But if you want to open up additional side quests and explore the full extent of Dead Space 3's story, you're going to want to play co-op. And you should keep an open mind about it. Carver is a cool dude, and co-op doesn't do anything to take away from the freaky vibes or intense encounters of Dead Space. In actuality, it kind of adds some new stuff to the mix. Carver is going insane, so he sees stuff differently than Isaac, so there's something new on both sides.
What? What is it?
What are you afraid of? He's waiting for you.
The extensive weapon crafting system introduced in Dead Space 3 is another way it empowers players. Isaac and Carver can collect scrap from dead enemies and use it to build new guns from scratch. You'll start with a frame, and then start adding stuff until you have the weapon of your dreams. There are a lot of options here. You can change the fire rate, add electricity to your shots, adjust whether you shoot in a wide spread or straight ahead, or slap a flamethrower underneath and take that into the field. None of this is meant to make Dead Space any less scary. Co-op and crafting are tools to keep you alive, and you're going to need them. Dead Space 3 brings back creepy corridors and jump scares, but it's evolving beyond that to bring you more. Getting lost in space, trying to find missing friends, and getting stranded on an entire planet that's basically Canada with monsters still sounds pretty freaky to me though. For all things Dead Space, be sure to keep it locked to IGN.